Hey there, Royal fans. Austin Lagesse with BURoyals.com. We're joined by Malakai Holloway and Joe Stevens with our women's cross-country team. And first, we'll start with Malakai. First off, congratulations, all-region honors.
Thank you.
Second year in a row that the Bethel Royals will send a freshman to the national meet. What does that mean to you?
It's a blessing. It's a complete honor. I think that being able to say that I'm a freshman going to the regional meet, I think that's just wild, and it just means that I put in so much hard work over the season. So.
Yeah, so this last week, another PR set by almost 56 seconds. You best your time, an 11th place finish. Take us through kind of the mindset during that run, and then once you finally found out you were 11th place, kind of that mindset of how the success you have as a freshman early on here.
You know, at the beginning of the race, it was more of I just want to run, I just want to do well. I'm not really thinking about it. But I think towards maybe the 4K mark, the girls are it was a really weird feel trying to get into a rhythm of it. But I think around the 4K mark was when I started to realize okay, I'm not moving. These girls aren't dropping. I have a chance. And then I think one of my coaches said, you have 4 minutes left, and I was like, okay, awesome. And I just realized at that moment that I was definitely going to make it. So I just pushed as hard as I could to get to where I was. So. For
Coach, for Malakai being, the second year you've got a freshman you're sending to the national meet, what does that mean for your guys' program?
Well, it means a byproduct of, number one, their hard work and effort. I think everything comes from culture. I think everything comes from a culture of support and work ethic in the off season and how that feeds into the season. And every week you want to learn something and grow. And Malakai has done a phenomenal job of that. Last year when he had a qualifier for the national meet, she did a phenomenal job of maximizing her opportunities. And Malakai, every meet, Malakai learned something. Every meet, after the meet, Malakai came in and talked to us and said, hey, how can I learn? How can I grow? And then she would apply that at the next competition. And so, a lot of credit goes to her for being that. It's amazing to find a young lady with that much maturity and competency. So
Malakai, you've ran on this course before at the pre-nationals, had a good showing at that point in time. It was another PR for you earlier in this season. Does that play an advantage for you going into this weekend?
I think it's going to play an advantage as far as how the course lays. But the first time there was a lot of mud, and it was just not it wasn't really a good course to run on. So as far as how fast or my time, I don't know if that's going to have a big advantage or anything, but it definitely, I know what I'm getting myself into this time. So. Sure.
So going into this, your final meet basically of the season, what kind of personal goals have you accomplished already this season? And then going into this meet, what are some of your meets or your goals just for the meet itself?
It's interesting because I don't really set goals per se before. I have a certain mindset of I want to succeed. If I have all regions, I want to make all regions. But I only really set those goals during the race. It's really weird because the less pressure, the less things that I can put in my mind before, I will do that. So going into the season, I had goals of making nationals, and so I would set smaller performance goals during the season. Going into the meet, I think I just want to go and I just want to hit another PR. I PR'd every single meet this season, and I just want to hit another PR.
Yeah, Coach, when you hear stuff like that where you're just trying to hit another PR that you've done a good handful of times already, and you keep having a student athlete that gets into those top 10 times in program history, what does that say about the training level of your student athletes, what you guys are doing as a staff and as a program?
When I came here 4 years ago, we had a pretty small roster, and it's basically doubled in size. And I think our number 12 girl is faster than our number 4 girl was when I came here, and that's once again goes back to that process and that work ethic that you put into it. And we sharpen each other and we build each other up throughout the season, and there's that expectation of we want to be good and we want to develop and we want to grow, and to me that just means we're going to get better. To me that means the next step is we're going to take a team to the NCAA Championships, and that's right around the corner because of the foundation that Malakai is helping to pave here. So it's pretty cool.
Well, Coach, thanks for being with us, Malakai. We wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Race is Saturday morning, 11:15 a.m. Central Time in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Follow along on BURoyals.com and on Twitter. Just search Bethel Royals. Make sure to get all the updates.